Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to today's episode of Live at 11:45. And if you have not watched one of these before, maybe one of your friends has shared it with you in a private message. Maybe somebody has shared this in a group that you're in, or maybe you're watching this on YouTube and you've just stumbled across it. If you've never met me before, my name's Jenny Kovacs and I am nicknamed the Queen of Being Seen. Now, the reason that I'm nicknamed the Queen of Being Seen is actually all about you and not really a lot about me. And by that, I'm talking about your professional visibility. So many years ago, I had a huge career win, a huge career success, and I was able to achieve something quite unique and quite special. But straight away after that happened, I took a bit of a knock in confidence. Ever had a crisis of confidence where you've just thought, how will I ever do this again? And what came from that many years later when I started my own business in 2010 was that I realised that there were a number of things that are repeatable, a number of things that you could do to be consistently visible, consistently seen and consistently heard. So these days I work with people just like you who are busy, ambitious and professional and want to really put their work out there so that other people know them, love them and get what they do. So that aside, today I'm talking about allowing the camera to be your friend. So I'm going to share in this very short video just 3 tips, whether you are struggling to be visible when it comes to video, whether you worry about your professional positioning and whether you look or seem credible enough on camera, or whether you're absolutely hitting it out of the park, you're one of these A players that always wants to do more, always wants to do better, then you will find these nuggets either something new that you can start to use straight away or something that you can build on for even better effect, even better success. So the first thing that I want to say, I always take a head, heart and hands approach. So let's deal with the head first, because if in your head you tell yourself, I can't do this, it's likely that you won't. I have very good experience of doing that when I first started out on video and also in other areas. You know, if I tell myself I can't write this piece of work, then of course what happens? You can't. So whether you can or whether you can't, you're right. So here's the first tip. Find something that motivates you. It could be a song, it could be a video, it could be somebody's energy, like watching what they do or something like that. Find that thing and keep listening to it. You'll know once you've listened to it 5, 6, 10 times, you'll know that it gives you the desired effect. It boosts you. So if there's that special song that every time you hear it, it really gets you going, then listen to that first before you do the thing that you want to do. I actually use this myself when I was marathon training. I started my marathon training a year ago, having never even run a 10k race or a marathon or a half marathon before. So listening to something that got me really fired up, really ready to get out there, even before the training, got me out of the door, got me training and actually got me to run the marathon. T-shirt and medal in the bag. I'll take it out to show you that I'm not just showing you a black bag. It is actually a medal. All of that came from looking at what was going on in my head. Okay, so that's the first tip. The second tip I'm going to give you is the heart tip. Now, we sometimes lose our confidence on camera because we forget the purpose of why we're doing something. If you want to make videos and put yourself out there and be seen and be visible so that you are seen and visible, it will be a really hard road for you. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You'll feel like you're pushing water uphill every day, because what happens is when you get into your head about why you want to be out there, why it's important and all about you, you forget about them. The very people, the very processes, the practices, the products, the services that you're passionate about, that you know will make a difference in somebody else's life. And whether you're a business, like freelance business owner, or whether you are an employed professional, you still need a passion, because from that passion comes drive, and from drive comes the ability to just do it with your eyes closed, kind of like flow. So utilize and tap into that. Think of who it is you want to help, what it is you want to do, and what it is you want to put out there in the world. And all of a sudden, your passion will drive everything. So now that you're all fired up and you're ready to go, now that you've got that passion and you've got your focus on that passion, we've got the hands, the practicality. Now on this one, I'm going to give you a really practical tip. I see so many people doing this, and some of these are people who have worked with me in the past or come to me, come and consumed my free stuff, which is great. My free stuff like this is really good. However, when you and I get to have a conversation, whether we spend 60 minutes together or 3 months or 6 months or a year together working, you get to see why to do a thing and whether the thing suits you, your business, your personality, your environment, your industry, your firm, your organisation, or anything else like that. So here's the thing that I'm going to say. Whether you have done a gazillion videos or your first one, and to be honest, I don't care if you're well known, I don't care if you're a celebrity, I don't care if you're just getting started, and I don't care if you've been doing this for a while and you're looking at kind of mixing it up and changing it. One of the things that I see people do all the time on video, which actually dampens their credibility, actually has got nothing to do with lighting, actually has got nothing to do with how articulate you sound, and actually has nothing to do with whether you come across as credible. The best way to come across as credible when you create a video is to hold your phone lengthways, like that, in the same way that I'm holding mine now. So let me demonstrate with my London Marathon t-shirt, which is nicely folded up. Anytime you create a video, unless it's an Instagram story or a LinkedIn story, you always want your camera to be this way round. So not this way, but this way. Now, why am I talking about different way rounds? Before you buy any equipment, any lighting or anything else to, up your video game, make at least 100 videos. Here's why I say this. When you've made 100 videos, you've started to get more comfortable with putting yourself out there, you've become more visible, people see you, and ultimately people will come and buy your products and services if you're a freelancer or business owner. And if you are an employee, people will see the gravitas that you've now increased. So once you've done that and you know that you can do a good job and it wasn't just a one-off happy moment, then use your phone, your smartphone, and only use your head, your heart, your hands of course, but your mouth, your arm and your phone. And stop using your phone this way. Switch it this way before you've even hit record. You fill up the screen, you don't have the black lines on there, and frankly, you don't convey the impression that you're being amateur. It's as simple as that. For those of you that think, right, screw it, let's do it, I'm just going to jump on the video and I'm going to hold my phone lengthways, and you've got these black lines at each side of you, and you are wanting to convey the credibility in what you do, you're actually doing yourself a disservice. You're telling people that you're playing at it, or you're taking the big leap and jumping into it. And that is the biggest damage that damages your credibility. So hopefully helpful. Do come back tomorrow. I do these live at 11:45, Monday to Friday, at 11:45 GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, because I'm based here in London in the UK. And if there is a topic or something that you've played with when it comes to visibility, I was the UK's first visibility specialist after all. If there's something that you want to know, wherever you're watching this, either type a comment below, or if you're watching this on my Facebook page or LinkedIn page, send me a private message, and I'll look to make sure that it's one of the episodes. Let me know how you get on. Make friends with the camera. You have absolutely no choice in this day and age. With the rise of the pandemic, being able to stream online, you can speak, you can coach, you can lead your teams, and you can do all of that on camera, but you need to be confident on camera. Bye for now.